is Pete Feenstra, Wednesday the 6th of July 2011, talking to John Hiatt, part 2 for GetReadyToRock.com. Please forgive the clanking in the background, it's beyond our control.
Party.
We were talking about the album, John, and we're going to wrap up on the actual songs, a couple of the songs that I think are really... I want to ask you about Adios to California.
Yeah.
Was that anything to do with when you actually went out to LA in the late 70s?
Yeah, it was reconnoitering a life that I left behind. Some people.
Does it seem like a long time ago?
It does indeed.
As life does that to you in time?
Yeah, as you age, it has a way of doing that.
That's the word.
Things have a way of slipping a lot further and further back.
The other interesting thing about the album and the production and everything else is there's a track called Down Around My Place, which has actually got a kind of a Pink Floyd guitar progression.
That is so awesome.
And was that a case where you really got into the production and you and Kevin met somewhere?
Not at all. And all of this stuff happened so organically. It's comical how little, nothing was mapped out, would play, it came out that way.
Wow. It's the most expensive song, I think, certainly production-wise. And it's also something that I really think about this album. It kind of, when I say it flows, it goes like this, up and down.
I mean, don't misunderstand me. Kevin was really great at. Well, I think the band should drop out here.
Yeah.
I think the guitar should pick it up here. You know, he was great at that sort of arranging a scheme.
Right.
For approaching the song.
The one question I didn't ask you about the New York song actually was you actually finish it on a positive note, in as much as you say New York will rise again.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, are you generally a positive person about in the face of adversity like that?
I'm not generally. And that's precisely why I make the effort to be. Because if I didn't make the effort,
but it's a genuine
I'd have probably checked out years ago.
Yeah. And,
yes, it is a genuine feeling.
Yeah, and your lyrics.
But I come by it because I'm actually very negative. But I think that's the value of negativity and hopelessness. The only thing that can come out of it is hope.
You've described it, generally speaking, you've described yourself as an American roots rocker, but you've also stopped off in different genres, from new wave to folk, blues, rock. I mean, do you think sometimes you've been ahead of your audience in the last 30 odd years?
I don't think so. Never underestimate.
I mean, your songwriting has always been consistent. That's what's always drawn people towards you. I'm just thinking about the fact that you've couched several of your different albums. You've put out a rock album there, the guitar album. You've put out a couple of solo albums. When I say solo albums, I mean singer-songwriters with not a lot of embellishment.
You know, I'm from the Midwest in America, which is, I mean, it was all legit when I was a kid. I mean, Bob Dylan was, to me, was as legit as, and so was Grand Funk Railroad. I'm sorry, but they had something to offer. As did the McCoys, as did, to me that is Americana.
And the fact you've been so...
The fact that they don't include that they try and niche these things into some other kind of specialty,
and that's the industry.
My ass.
That's the industry doing that.
Yeah, whatever. Or clicks of people.
The only reason I said that, actually, it was as a segue to the next question, which another quote you once said, Nashville goes for an aesthetic sound, it doesn't sound like music to me. I mean, do you think that's still the case?
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's been cleaned up. Just made into a sort of pop confection, which is a lot of music's doing.
And country music, which is your current album is country tinged. It's what, but it's what people would now call another label alt country or new country. That wouldn't have been possible though 30 years ago when you first started out, I guess. It might have been possible for you, but in terms of marketing and...
Oh yeah, no, probably not.
I mean, are you ever aware...
Are you arguing for the new country? I think you're making a good point.
I think
it is, and that's what's happened. Country is so mainstream that it doesn't even sound like country. In a way, but you're right. To be able to come out as not a country artist and do, I've got a couple songs on the record that sound like an old style country. But to be able to do that,
done in a contemporary way,
you're absolutely right. I may not have been able to do that. So I actually have.
But you don't strike me as somebody who's ever paid too much attention to which way the wind blows in terms of critical. Well, actually, you've had incredible critical acclaim. Having said that, you've been so diverse. This is the point I'm trying to make. You've been so diverse in what you've put out there. I just wonder why. Is it because you meet different people and you get inspired to go in that direction?
I just all the artists I always liked, they always approach music that way. I mean, I'm thinking of people, you know, Bob Dylan's made all kinds of records. The blues guys make different. David Bowie, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, very good example.
I really love his stuff. Look at all the outfits he's worn over the years. Different style of records. It's great. Some great records.
Is there,
not that I'm.
Do you ever but given the fact your music is what I call quintessential American roots music in its broadest, is there a sense of irony that really back in the 80s it was places like Holland and Belgium and Europe in general that you found your niche, that you were able to expand what you did?
Well, I'm glad I had somewhere to go, that's for sure.
Yeah. And it was there. And,
absolutely.
And I think you're still big over there, which is great.
Yeah, it's still big. America's caught up, finally, and you know, we've done great over the last 15, 20 years.
Hundreds of people, you've done great. One of the reasons you've done great, of course, is always been the quality of songwriting and the conceptual notion of your albums. But over 100 people have recorded your your songs successfully. In a weird sort of way, have you ever felt frustrated because they've almost had the success that you haven't with some of your songs? Other than looking at your bank balance?
No,
it's not?
No.
Okay, let me ask you another.
I mean, I'm not saying that earlier in my career I didn't want that success, because I did.
Right.
Yeah, when I was in my 20s and making records, I wanted hits.
Bring them. Did that lead you to Little Village? That kind of feeling for a hunger for what would have been a super band?
No, I think I was already past that.
Really?
Yeah, I think at least for me, I was just thinking, oh, this is a great idea. I've always wanted to be in a band.
And yet songwriting, what you do is very solitary occupation, and then suddenly you go to that kind of band situation. Is that one of the reasons?
But that's what makes all bands great. You know, it's that combination, it's the tension.
Yeah.
You got these, usually got 1, 2, or 3 writers, and they always, it's like a terrible marriage, you know, 2 people married to each other.
But was that the reason it didn't work, you think? I mean,
oh, I don't know. I think it was, I'm not sure. I think it's managers were uncomfortable. And you know, I really don't.
No.
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. And I still think we'll make another record.
Oh, that would be great. And you're going to be older and wiser and more experienced.
Wiser.
Thinking about your blues output, I'm a promoter. One of the songs, or 2 of the songs you hear very, very often, not just on the radio, but more to the point, live, being covered by other bands in clubs, is Feels Like Rain, which is one of the all-time popular club things. Riding with the King is another one. Did you feel they were special songs when you wrote them any more than anything else?
You know,
why do you think people?
I don't think so. I mean, I think I thought they were good.
Yes.
I get the same buzz when I write a song. I get this sense of relief, because when I sit down and I'm just playing, and I never feel like I know what I'm doing. You know?
Where it's going to go.
Yeah, and when it's time to write the lyrics, I always feel like I've never done it before. It's not going to come out. You know, nothing's going to work out. I'm not going to get this done, and I don't know how to do it. That's sort of what.
But when you actually have done it.
But when I've done it, and it's worked out pretty good, and I like the song, I'm like, you know, who do I thank? You know, well, what angels or what
you thank your
being?
You should thank your muse, John.
Thank you.
And we should thank you for 30 odd years of wonderful music. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Tell everybody what it's called again, because it's too hard for me to say.
My record?
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Dirty Jeans and Mudslide.
And it's on New West Records, and you know when it's coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out August 6th.
Final question, do we have any possibility of any live dates in the UK?
We're looking, hoping to come over here after the New Year. You know, perfect weather, January, February.
We're really looking forward to that. It's been an absolute
Good
pleasure.
to cheer you up.
This has been Pete Feenstra, www.getreadytorock.com, and Kyoto on the camera. Thank you and good afternoon.